Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I have a new Fractal tone tutorial for you. So for the longest time I've wondered why Fractal doesn't have a clean 2-rock amp in their ecosystem. They only have the Two Stone J35, the Two Stone J35 PAB, and for whatever reason you cannot disengage that overdrive channel. That would make total sense as the ODS 100 has the clean, and you have the forward setting, the PAB setting, you have the HRM, but no clean 2-rock. Obviously, I've done a lot with the tone match block, and I've done a lot of tone matching with a real 2-rock traditional clean combo and a lot of other amps. But what I want to do is show you how you could clean up the Two Stone J35. So I've researched this a lot and got some really good stuff from the Fractal Wiki. So I'm going to take you to XFX Edit right now, or X3 Edit. I'm using my Michael Heirloom SX. This one's really great. This would obviously work for any guitar, but I'm going to show you with this guy right now. So here we go into X3 Edit. All right, so here is the preset, Two Stone, more headroom. Now, there are a couple spots you really want to target in here. So besides your typical EQ section, you want to disable the overdrive parameter, so all the way down. But see what happens right here. Let's go ahead and go right up here. So the master volume starts like right about here, typically in the stock setting. Okay, so let's go ahead and play a little bit. And I think stock, it's like somewhere right around here. It's like really, really quiet. But then if you bump it up to say 0.3, then it opens up a lot more. Okay, it didn't right there, but then you bump it up here with the level. Okay, it starts opening up a little bit more. Maybe that was a bad example, but here's what you want to do. I'm going to go back to all these parameters here. Okay, so disengage the overdrive right here. Dial in your EQ however you feel like it. This was Yex, I think. He's on the Fractal forum. His suggestions. So this would work on like a Fender as well if you want a little bit more clean headroom. So turn the master volume all the way up. You're going to have to turn the overdrive volume all the way up. It's just how it is, or else you're not going to get hardly any volume. I suggest turn the bright switch on. Right here, adding a little bit of depth is important because you're going to lose a little bit of that. Another spot right here is the input trim. Now, that is basically kind of taking the signal down that's hitting the front end of the amp. So the more you have it up, the more gain you're going to have. So right now it's at 0.88. Let's take it back to its stock setting. So you hear some hair on it. So let's go ahead and take the reverb down just a tiny bit. Let's go to like 2.5. All right, so those are the first places. Disengage the overdrive, turn the master volume up a lot, max it out if you need to, and then input trim to taste to the point where it's cleaning up. You're going to have to adjust the level here. That's going to be kind of like your master volume control. Okay. Next spots you're going to want to go. You want to decrease the tube hardness as much as you can, and you can do that in a couple ways with the preamp type and the power tube type. So the ones with the most headroom, you're going to get like the RCA is probably it. Let's check some of these. You're going to get a little bit of a pop. sorry about that. So you're probably good with the RCA one. Okay, so that's another spot you want to look. Let's go to the, let's drop down to the power tube. So you want to choose a power tube type that has a lot of cleaner headroom. So that would be something like a 6L6, okay? Next spot you're going to want to do is you're going to want to turn down the bias excursion. Now, from what I've been reading on the Fractal forum, the bias excursion in amp is what basically prevents the power tubes from oversaturating the power tube plate. But too much of it, you're going to get like really farty type of sounds, and you don't want that. So turning it down a little bit to taste is helpful, okay? Also, I believe, let's double check. Yeah, you want to turn up the power tube hardness is what I've heard. So I just started with, I think it was stock settings at 5, okay? Probably turn down the supply sag so you can get as much clean headroom as possible. All right, down here in the speaker tab, you want to change the speaker breakup to hard instead of medium. For the Two Stone, I really like the 4x12 rumble, which is a stock. I've tried this Two Stone and it's great. You just miss out on a little bit of the depth, okay? So that's another spot you want to look right here, the speaker breakup. Okay, nothing here, nothing here, nothing here. So really those are the spots you want to check. Okay, the cabs that I chose Factory 2 903, 4x12 rumble with a 57, and then this 4x12 rumble with a 121. So let's start here, see how it sounds. All right, now let's go ahead and maybe take away a little bit of this 57. All right, I like that, but let's go back and take away some high end. So let's drop this a little bit, drop the presence down a little bit. Now let's hear. See, that's so much better. That's sounding more like a 2-rock. All right, so what you also want to look at right here is this headroom meter. If it taps out at 0, you've lost headroom and it's just going to compress and compress. So you see how much headroom we got right here. Now you can start adding some drives. So let's go with the clone Chiron. So it's still doing that clone thing, a little bit of that mid type thing when you have the gain up, which is great. Let's hear how it sounds with a tube screamer type of thing. Sounds like a tube screamer. Let's go and stack these. it does the thing. Now, only thing I've found is if you flip-flop these, so a less mid-heavy overdrive at the very end, which is my typical go-to, and a more mid-heavy one in the front, it's just not going to sound quite right. Which is odd because that's not how a two-rock would necessarily react. And I know that because I've ran real pedals in front of the two-rock traditional clean here. So maybe try that kind of combo with Tube Screamer after something more transparent, if you will. So there it is. That's how you can create a little bit more clean headroom. Also clean up the Two Stone J35 if you've been wanting to do that. If not, you can also check out my tone matches on johnconnoshiroguitar.com. I have a really nice two rock traditional clean combo that I just finished up. I'm going to show you just a tiny snippet of that. So this has a Royer 121 and SM57. I mean, listen to the low end. And you got some dries. All right, just a little snippet. There's a video that I'll tag in the description box below of me demoing this, but we will see you next time with the next Fractal tone tutorial. Take care.